Rob Ford, the crack-smoking, drinking mayor of Toronto. So this has been huge news throughout the world for some time now, and it's been spread throughout Facebook a lot. I've read comments of people saying like, "Oh, this is my guilty pleasure is looking up or passing along jokes at the expense of Rob Ford, as being like, oh, this guy, like, what a fucking idiot. This guy's totally ridiculous. Like, what a fucking joke, you know? And this is very interesting stuff, really, because it reflects a lot about the psychology of humanity collectively here, because so much so, you know, people get upset, frustrated, irritated with Mayor Rob Ford, make him the butt of a joke, you know, really is a cheap shot against yourself, because who is Rob Ford but you in another life, like that's it. It's like every one of us here is, you know, standing as each other in another life, and we're all here in real time together. So, you know, it's fascinating that we accept and allow ourselves to take joy in putting down another as a point of comedy, or like to fuel our own like inner anger, like our self-suppressions within ourselves is to just get like all hot and bothered by a point here like that, and have it justifiable as that, being like necessary for us to feel and express ourselves in this particular manner. It's like the blame game extraordinaire, where it's like, well, you see what he's doing, because he's doing like this, it's my responsibility to be mad at him for having done this. But, it's like, who is he but just a reflection of everybody else here is what's being accepted and allowed. I mean, you know, it's very accepted social behavior to want to use drugs and alcohol as a point of like stress relief, relaxation. So, go figure, a mayor of a city has like stress and wants to escape sometimes somehow and, drink and do drugs. I'm not saying like, oh, that the leadership within our reality should be avid drinkers and drug users by any means. But if we have a look within, the world, it's quite acceptable within pop culture, so to speak, as to be someone who drinks or does drugs. Like pretty much all popular music throughout the world has been induced through the use of drugs and alcohol. And that's justified, acceptable. So much so people, fuck around, do all sorts of shit, but it's like hidden and kept in secret, and then thus if something comes to light, it's all like whoa, whoa, whoa. And yeah, so any reactions you have to, any particular public figure in this world just kind of reflects your own inner turmoil that, you're refusing to really see, and thus like rather point the finger and talk shit about another. And I mean, it's really disgusting that so much of our communication has come from a starting point of talking shit about another as to, play the blame game or make them the butt of the joke, as opposed to, you know, standing as the point of the joke, standing within and as the point of funny. Like it's such a fucking cheap laugh, and it really exposes what we have accepted and allowed within ourselves as a point of like slave labored bullshit, where the joke becomes the point of like somebody else's like shitty situation. And yeah, there's a better way of going about things. It's called self-investigation, self-accountability. It's not about like pointing the finger and blame. That's kind of the indoctrination of our shared reality here, is to point the finger and like toss accountability, responsibility away from ourselves here. I mean, that's why things are the way they are so much so. So, dare to be cool, dare to take self-accountability and like let go of the inner turmoil, the reactions and the finger pointing blame towards others, and see those points within yourself and forgive yourself, release yourself from your own accepted and allowed inner turmoil. Thanks.